All right, I had to review this film because this film right here could very much be a future Best Picture contender. The film people are expecting Colman Domingo to be nominated for is Rustin, but it wasn't Rustin that you'll find most moviegoers gushing over at TIFF. It was actually a movie that no one was really talking about. It was the sleeper hit Sing Sing. So Sing Sing is about a theater arts rehabilitation program funded at the Sing Sing Correctional Facility. The film follows a troupe of incarcerated actors who work on a play to be presented at the prison. So the special thing about Sing Sing is this though. The film is based on a real life program called RTA, the Rehabilitation Through the Arts. And the film uses a mixture of professional actors and real members of RTA. Colman Domingo stars in the film. He plays Divine G, an actor who takes his craft incredibly seriously and is a member of the troupe that other inmates kind of look up to. The plot mostly involves the beginning of a new play and the dynamic of the actor troupe changing when a new member joins, suggesting that they do a comedy for a change. Recently nominated actor for Sound of Metal, Paul Raci, plays the theater troupe program director and mentor. Paul Raci as the role of a mentor is honestly a role I could see him play forever. If I had to describe the film, I would say it's the short-term 12 in a correctional facility, kind of like how short-term 12 surrounds a variety of troubled teenagers in a group home. Sing Sing follows a variety of characters, all seeking joy and expression within their entrapped spaces. However, the use of real-life members, which for many of them would make their first feature film debut, gives the film a very moving authenticity, and these actors hold their own. In particular, the actor who plays the character Divine I, the new actor to join the troupe whose kind of directionless anger and tough exterior begins to slowly melt away, allowing himself to become more vulnerable. Earlier in the film, there was one scene that made me into an emotional wreck, and I won't ruin the scene, but it will break down the preconceived notion that you may have about inmates and remind you of the humanity and the light that very much shines bright within them. The film very much hits at the core of an incredibly pertinent issue, but the film isn't overly pushy with its politics. There's no, spelling out the film's meaning in one monologue or something like that. It doesn't need to. The story wisely lets the real life people who know more than anyone would to do the expressing. My only real note of the film is it does kind of seem to play the same somber note kind of over and over again. There are moments of levity, but after a while, it does kind of feel like the film stalls a little bit in the second half. We also spend a lot of time with these prisoners within this safe space of the theater troupe, and I think we kind of lose sight of the other harsh realities that these prisoners are kind of experiencing on a daily basis. But with that being said, there's no denying the film's uniqueness and importance. It's also quite possible that Colman Domingo gives the best performance he's given this year in Sing Sing, so I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Now, let's talk about Oscar chances, because this is a very interesting movie, I think, entering the Oscar race. We don't know exactly when this film will be released. A24 did just acquire the distribution rights, which I think is very telling. I don't know if they're going to, rush it out this year or maybe wait and put it at Sundance next year and then maybe try to build that buzz back. Nonetheless, this has the potential to be the next Coda. And I tend to believe that in today's kind of social climate with the Oscars, the Best Picture winner seems to need a little bit more than just the movie. It's not just the movie anymore. It's the movement. It's the moment. By the way, I'm not saying that films only win because of some social issue. Clearly, they got to be able to check all those other boxes as well, but I think it's something that definitely helps. I think voters often want to feel like they're doing something important with their vote. Like I remember Tom O'Neill from Gold Derby would say, they vote for the people they want to give a hug to. And Sing Sing is kind of that perfect underdog that you just want to give a hug. At my screening, there was a very long standing ovation after they brought out the cast of Sing Sing, and I got goosebumps. Those same goosebumps of when Coda won SAG Ensemble. Sing Sing has SAG Ensemble written all over it. It could be just a little modest film that comes out under the radar, but with A24 behind it, I think this isn't the last we're going to hear about Sing Sing. Well, those are my thoughts on Sing Sing. Let me know in the comment section below whether this is a film you're now looking forward to seeing. And feel free to hit the subscribe button because I can't wait to go home and do my Oscar updated predictions, taking in all the films that have screened at these recent film festivals. Follow me on Letterboxd and Twitter, links in the bio. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, I'll see you at TIFF and I'll see you at the Oscars. Maynard's Maynard's Fuzzy Peaches. Well, these kind of look similar, I guess, to our peach rings, but word is on the street is these are better. So let's go ahead and see. Compared to our peach rings, the flavor here just has that punch to it, has that extra little punch. Look, I mean, I like America like all Americans, but these are better.